go. Ever since we visited Rome and had gelato there, like real gelato, I can't describe how good it was. But we've been trying to recreate it since Elisabeth's accidental purchase of an ice cream machine. So today we're going to make pistachio gelato. This is the pistachio paste I made. And I'm sorry, Papa, but we're doing it, and you'll just have to come back to have some. So, for the ingredients, we have pistachio paste, sugar, milk, cream, and eggs. Now, the cream is a little controversial because gelato doesn't usually, I guess I should say, doesn't always have cream in it. But this is not whole milk. We can't find lactose-free whole milk. So we're gonna use cream. If you're using whole milk, probably don't need cream, and you can just add how much milk and cream together and just use whole milk. But anyway, that's complicated. You can just follow the recipe. I'm sure it'll be great. We have to make the pistachio paste. I have some blanched pistachios. I don't believe they're roasted, but they are blanched, so they don't have the little like skin on them. And they're obviously not inside the shell, which is very convenient. The more convenient thing to do is to just buy pistachio paste, but that's fairly difficult to come by in my experience here, so we're making our own. Anyway, I'm going to pour in 100 grams. Nice. Now I imagine I will spend the next like hour or something grinding these up, because like a normal nut grinding machine can grind for days, so I'm hoping I will not still be here tomorrow. So I'm finished smashing up the pistachios, and it's pretty pasty. It's not like butter, but it's like kind of sticky. It's as close as it's gonna get. So I'm happy enough with that. It took me 40 minutes. And yeah, now I guess we can move on to mixing everything together and making gelato. So before I go any further, I should tell you that this recipe is a combination of multiple recipes and some other research. So we're going to put everything together and then cook it. So egg yolks, don't need the whites for this, so
you can make macaroons out of the egg whites.
Yeah, we should do that maybe. So now we add the sugar, and the goal is to whisk the sugar and the egg yolks into like a kind of thick and light colored cream. Just about like that. It's quite thick and creamy and light colored. Now we add the pistachio paste, just like that. We have this extremely creamy, thick paste, which is eggs, sugar, and pistachio cream, or pistachio paste. And so we add the milk and the cream. And then we mix this until it's all homogeneous. So I just learned something. I realized that you should probably put in like just a little bit of the milk at a time so you don't get little lumps, because I'm having a hard time getting these lumps out. And if I would have added the milk just a little bit at a time, I could probably make it much less lumpy right now, and I would not have to be stirring this for as long. But anyway, that's about as good as I think it's going to get under the current circumstances. So I am going to put it on the heat now. So I'm turn the burner on to pretty low, not, I guess like medium low you could call it, because I don't want it to go too quickly. It needs to cook for about 10 minutes, and it should reach about 80 degrees Celsius at that point. I can already see that it's not like thin, so this should thicken up a bit, and that will make like really creamy and what's the word? Like stable gelato. Like it shouldn't melt super quickly, which is what the egg yolks kind of help with, is keeping it from melting quickly, because the protein, I'm not going to be a nerd. Okay, we've reached 80 degrees Celsius, and I guess I'm satisfied with the thickness. Now we are faced with a conundrum. We have these little bits of pistachio in here, right, that I wasn't able to crunch up all the way into a fine paste. And so some people would say that those need to be filtered out. So you'd strain this, and then you'd have this really smooth, super creamy gelato at the end. Alternatively, we can leave them in and have like little nice chunky things in there. So that's what we're gonna do? Chunky things?
I think so.
Okay, chunky things it is. Now, this gets to cool. So I'll just set it somewhere for the next, I don't know, couple hours until it's cooled. And then, since we are not using a self-cooling ice cream machine, we're gonna stick it in the fridge to cool down to fridge temperatures for like a couple of hours to 4 hours to maybe overnight, depending on when we get to it. So we didn't have any time to make gelato yesterday, so it's the next morning. And here we have our, well, I can't really see it, our beautiful, very green pistachio gelato like stuff.
It is really green.
I was kind of not expecting it to be this green. Like this is the stuff you see in Rome where you're like, that's fake. But no, like this is literally just pistachios. So I don't know, maybe if you like smash your own pistachios with a mortar and pestle, then you get really green gelato. We'll see how it turns out. I'm excited though. It's like pretty thick, which is good. Anyway, let's get out the mixy thing. Call it like 250 or something. It's probably about half. Okay, so would you put that back in the fridge?
Mm-hmm.
Then just plug this in. Put the little thing on. Turn it on. Okay, I do believe it is ready. Because
so fast.
Yeah, I can't even get it out of here.
It's just been 5 minutes.
Like look at that. Holy cow. So I guess I'll just like, holy cow.
Last time we made a mistake and left it in this bowl.
Yeah.
And yeah, we couldn't really get it out anymore without having to melt it.
Okay, it has been in the freezer for just a couple minutes. It's probably still quite soft. I don't know if this is going to be the right tool for the job, but let's see here if we can make something beautiful. Oh, wow. I'm very ready to try this.
It looks really green.
Very green and creamy.
Mm-hmm.
That's like a really nice consistency. I don't know if you can really see that, but it is extremely creamy.
That's how it was, right?
Yeah. Yeah, this is a little bit too warm, too melted, but
that's like the consistency you got by the end.
Yeah, true. Whoa.
I like this better than our last attempt. The chocolate gelato.
Yep, agreed for sure. This tastes different than what we had in Rome, but not worse. And I think it might just have to do with like how long or like what pistachio kind they used, where it was grown, and what environment, like all kinds of stuff like that. So, but honestly, like as far as pistachio gelato goes, this to me, this is probably one of the best I've ever had.
And I don't mind those little chunks in there.
I don't either.
That's actually very good.
It's like it makes it not overly creamy. Like there's something to like texturize as well.
Yep.
That's so good.
I'm excited to try next flavor. This was a bad purchase. This ice cream machine.
Now you have to make this, Papa. See, here you go. Yum, 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 yum.